Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's go ahead and make sure you all can hear me. If you please go ahead and type the number 1 in the comments box to let me know that you can. I would appreciate it. All right. And as we go ahead and get rocking and rolling here this morning, thank you. All right. Excellent. Let's go ahead and jump in. We got, a good amount of candidates to look at today with 2 or 3 of them that are really looking like they're going to be awesome. So, as we go through, keep in mind, everything we look at today is for educational purposes only. Nothing is meant to be advice and or recommendations, all right? So keep that in mind as we go through. Do your own due diligence, folks. Just because I say, hey, I like this candidate, doesn't mean it's one you want to trade, all right? And if you like what you see here, folks, subscribe, ring the bell, follow along with us. Leave a comment down below. Tell me the stocks that you're trading, right? And here are some other ways that you could follow us as well. We'll leave links to all of our social platforms down below. All right, with that, it is time to jump in. Excuse me. So we're going to start off this morning with Target, TGT. Let me get the option chain. All right, there we go. Target. All right. So Target closed up last night at 267. They're down at 253. Potential bear call spread on these guys. My only word of hesitation is it's retail. And although I watched the CEO interview this morning on CNBC, although they had not as good numbers as they had anticipated, we're coming into the holiday season right now. So a little bit of caution there with that. But bear call spread is where we're looking at this. One I like a lot is Lowe's. I am a big fan of this industry. You saw Home Depot the other day. We could pretty much pick that Lowe's was going to do this as well. Again, I watched the CEO interview this morning and very much liked what they were talking about. He was a straight shooter. I didn't get any BS lip that I felt coming out of him. Although lumber is costing us more, we're making more on copper. And I mean, he was right out there. And where they're trying to put this kind of one-stop shop together for people that they can't find contractors, they're going to get it all done for them. You can buy it here, the contractor's here, and everything is here. So I'll be looking at a bull put spread today on Lowe's. So if we go and look at Lowe's, how low can you go? So you can see the move up yesterday, right? And that was the Home Depot news yesterday. So we already knew. I mean, it was out there that Home Depot was good, Lowe's was going to be good as well. Right? So if we go back to Lowe's, so we're looking at sitting at 245 yesterday on the close, right? Right underneath that fib line. So what I'd like to find is a somewhere down below that 245, maybe 242 half, 240 bull put spread. So let's see what we've got here. We're not going to get anything for this week more than likely, but we will check, right? So if we flip this over to a vertical, could you trade directionally? Absolutely. Absolutely. So if we're looking at, on a bull put spread, we're looking at the, let's see, 242 and a half. So that would be the spread I'd be looking at. As of yesterday, it was $1.08. We're up $9. We're not going to get that much out of it. We're probably going to get about 40 cents from it, 30 to 40 cents. If I can get 40 cents on this $2.50 spread with only 2 days left, well, 3, it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I like it. Could I trade directionally on it? Absolutely. Here's what you need to see. Here's what has to happen for you to want to take a directional trade. We have moved up above a major fib level, right? We're sitting at 253 right now. Let's see what goes on here. All right. So 245, 267, 22 points. Oh yeah, we need to split that puppy in half. So we're going to add a Fibit inside of there. We've got to split that level. Right? And then let's see, I forgot where we were, 254. Go figure, as I split this thing in half, we're right up at that 256 level. So what I need to see happen is, if I want to take it directionally, I need to get above the 256. I need to pull back and bounce, and that's where I would consider the directional entry. You know, we did this yesterday with Tesla. Let's see. Here we go. We did this yesterday with Tesla. If you go back and look at if you didn't watch yesterday's show or didn't see it, if you go back and look at what we did yesterday, how I talked about Tesla getting above that 1016 level, right? Look at what happened yesterday. Let's see, I might not have it on this chart. Yeah, I don't. It's going to be on my other chart here, is where we should have our lines. I'm mixing it up. So we got to fail. It was hold on. No, it's yesterday. My bad. I'm thinking that we're still looking at pre-market, and this is today. This is yesterday. So we got this move up yesterday. And if you go back and look at a 1-minute chart at that 10-16-33 level, which we have right here, and we could scroll back and see. You look at that 1-minute chart, we pushed up. On the fourth candle, we retested and we bounced, gave us a great entry with a target of 1038, right? Was resistance. So just below there, about 1036, we're out of that trade. We're talking about a tremendous move on that position. Tremendous move with the exact pattern that I'm talking about here today. So don't get stuck on, we can't trade this with a directional trade. You just have to trade a very specific pattern. That's all there is to it. All right. At least for me, that's the way to look at it. Amazon. Right. So Amazon, Goldman Sachs just listed them as one of their top internet pick for 2022. They were up $10 on the news, right? Is it a really big deal for them? They're up about $19 right now. Is it a really big deal? Goldman Sachs is a big name. So we get a directional move on this. I like directional trades on Amazon. I'm not really a spread trader on it. I like directional trades. If I can get off a key level of bounce and a go in a bullish direction, I'm going to be looking for a day trade on Amazon. Roku, they got downgraded to a sell, right? Sell is the Dick Tracy secret decoder ring word for get out, run, right? That they're telling you, we don't think you should be owning this stock any longer. It's not underweight. It's not neutral. It's sell. It's, oh my goodness, get out, right? They took a big hit right out of the get-go. Not good news for them as a company. So, and Roku's already been in a bearish move. Roku's already had, a whole bunch of bearishness looking at it. So, I mean, our bias is bearish. We are in a true bearish bias is what it is. We are seeing our moving averages spread apart, which is more trending directional, right? ADX is rocking at 56. DMI minus is at 30. So everything is out there already saying take bearish trades. The earnings were not good, right? And now here, and I don't remember who it was that came out and said it, but here now there's an announcement that, hey, we need to we need to tell you should be selling. So we're looking at a bear call spread on Roku today. Lucid, LCID. So they closed up yesterday. Well, they're right about where they were. Yeah, they're only up about 8 cents right now. We had some nice momentum going into the post-market yesterday, right? We had a little bit of continuation early on this morning in the European market, and then we've dropped off ever since. EV is hot right now, folks. 3 of the top 4 searches on CNBC yesterday were for EV stocks. Lucid, Tesla, and I forgot who the third one was. But Lucid's market cap just surpassed General Motors, right? I mean, it's insane. Okay, but so we'll be watching on the open to see what it does. It's a hot commodity right now. I will be looking only for this week. I will not be trading spreads on this for next week. But if we get the continuation bounce to the upside, we'll be looking at a bull put spread. If not, I'm probably going to pass if it doesn't move up. VIR. Actually, let me open this up. Let's put this here so I can just keep track of the options as we talk. VIR. So VIR only has monthly options on them. They just received $1 billion of government guaranteed contract to purchase some COVID-19 stuff, whatever it was. But $1 billion, COVID-19, I don't need to know any more than that. Done. Right? They closed up at 33. They're sitting right now at 36. If I could, again, I like weeklies better, but that doesn't mean you can't trade these. If I can get anything out of this for this week, that would be great. So if I go to single and I look at something with a 20 delta, wow. Okay, so let's see. I don't have a 20 delta, but this $30 put, I could sell that for 40 cents. And it expires this Friday, which means someone has the right to put the stock to me at $40, at $30 per share while it's trading at $36.20, and they're going to give me 40 cents for that. And if I put the stock at $30, and if we just use the 35 as a guide, with only 2 days left, I mean, I could, well, actually, no, let's do this here. Let's go out here and look at the 35 just to see what, yeah, because we're going to have some movement in a delta, but we could pick up $2 for a full month, $2.73. It's a big bid-ask spread. Call it 2.5, 2.25. We could pick up on this. I mean, $2 on $30. What's that? 1/15? Is that 7%, 8%? It's overall a nice return for a very short period of time. So I definitely am liking them for naked put. We'll see where it opens up and where it goes. Tesla. It's interesting. The market likes that Musk is selling off his stock, and he's kind of at the end of selling it off. Another, what was it, 973 million yesterday was the next sale that they did. At this point, the way that I understood it, he sold off enough to cover his tax burden now. So my guess is we won't see the continuation on this. But folks, I'm a tremendous Tesla fan. If we're sitting at, let me write the number down, 1060, we'll call it. If we're sitting at 1060 right now on Tesla. I love trading Tesla. So we're sitting at 1060. So 1067 is resistance with our moving average, right? Where were we? We were up here at 1080. So we've given 20 points back. So we're at 1080. So we did not get up anywhere near here. I got to find a pivot point. If I can find a pivot that works, if I can find a pivot that works, and we won't have, they don't calculate on this program until the market starts. If we can find a pivot that works, then we'll be good to go. And we could take off of the pivot. If not, then I have no choice. I'm going to be looking at finding a key level, which is a support or resistance level. But I think that if this is the end of the selling and we can get some continuation bullish move, I'm going to be looking for something bullish. I just need a key level to take that trade off of. Let's see. LZB, which is Lazy Boy. They had earnings come out. Furniture maker earnings were good. Monthly options, again, just a consideration. I'll be looking at selling a naked put on Lazy Boy. If I can get anything for this week at all, would be great. Doesn't look like I can. Their options actually look horrible for this week. They actually look horrible for next week too. So nice move, but I'm not sure if we'll get anything from it. But I would be looking at a naked put. We'll see when the market opens. Sometimes around earnings, pre-market, the options data is off, but I'll be looking for naked put. Baidu, right? Also earnings came out. They closed up yesterday, roughly 171. They're at 173. You can see the spike they had, and then we've had this big pullback, right? I like Baidu a lot. It's a company I trade regularly right? Lower price for me, which is, for others, they may say it's too high price, but lower price for me. But I do like them. So depending on where they go, it's kind of flattish right now. It's only up about $2. But if we get the continuation push up on their good earnings announcement, I'll be looking at a bull put spread on Baidu. And then lastly, so guys, drop your symbols in of what you want me to take a look at. BNTX is our last one. So you've got the Pfizer booster. They're talking about the government fast-tracking boosters for all adults. And they said it could come as early as this Thursday. Today is, let's see, Wednesday. We got one more day that it could potentially be before we get approval for boosters for all adults, regardless of conditions and everything else. And realistically, it is all adults now. All you have to say is, I have a condition. Okay. They can't question you. They can't ask you what it is. Just, do you have one? Yes. And it's going through. So Pfizer, on the other hand, did not bode as well, right? Pfizer's kind of, we're up, 19 cents. BNTX, we're up $3.35. I'll be looking at a bull put spread on it, by the way, right? Which is the symbol for me. All right, so we got symbols starting to roll, and we got a couple of minutes, folks. So drop them in. Drop in the symbols. Listen, if you guys like any of these symbols, go ahead and let me know in the chat box which one you like and of the things that we went over, right? That this is helpful. Certainly leave comments. That would be great. Let's see. We're looking at Paula's asking for Apple first, right? Apple actually came on last night, Paula, for me. This is the newest trade with Rob. We recently had a trade with Rob on Apple that went against us. Let me just grab that sheet and I'll show it to you. So here's the last Apple. I've got one trade, one other one I've got to modify or add to the sheet, I should say. So Apple, we lost $214 on. We got stopped out as we got this big move to the downside, right? Plunk, right? Gap down and just collapsed, right? We got in right here and we got stopped out the next day. We're back in all over again, right? Or looking in. So if we can get a small pullback towards that 150, I'm looking at 152.5 and 156 are my two targets. My initial stop is at 149, Paula. So if I get the move back to 149, the trade's over. We're out of the trade. If I can get the continuation and we get up to 152.5, I'll sell half of the trade. And then 156, we sell the other half. And we'll move our stop up, of course, if we get filled on our first target. Stop will move up to break even if our first target is hit, just above break even. All right, so I hope that helps Paula. Paula said did the same thing. All right, there you go. Let's see. Alan's asking for booking. Oh, let's see. I hit the wrong key first. I hit the B first. All right, let's go look at a bigger picture, Alan. All right, so Alan, we are in a bearish bias right now. We are not in a true bear, but we are bearish enough to take a directional trade. Now, it would be considered an aggressive trade. So for what we do in power option plays, we would take a max of 4 contracts. If you're only trading 4 contracts ever on this position, you might want to consider then to take less. Maybe you're taking 1 or 2 contracts at that point. And the reason I'm saying that is the 8 moving average just crossed down below the 21. I need the 55, this brown moving average, to be on the top. I need it to be 55, which is brown, green, which is the 21, pink, which is the 8, right? Magenta pink, whatever it is, the 8. That's the order I need to be in. That order gives me a true bear, and now I could take my normal amount of contracts. With companies over $1,000 in power option plays, we only take a max of 4. Right? We've capped it just because of the risk of entering that trade without any contracts in. So right now, if we look on booking, if we look at booking, we're looking at 2380. We really haven't moved anywhere, right? It's kind of just a bunch of hash marks there. So let's see. So we're right where we were. We're still bearish. So what has to happen, Alan? Break the 2380, 70, retest and fail, and then 2311 is our support level. All right, so I hope that helps. Let's see. Karen said Baidu and okay, so let's go to Baidu. Karen's just asking about where the fibs are on Baidu. So they start off back here, Karen, on March, and then that low there, March 26th. So it's March 17th, right, is where we've got them drawn from. BNTX, she asked for the fibs on that one also. You're welcome, Alan. Let's see, too much. All right, so there you go, Karen. There's the fibs on BNTX. They start off on August 10th, and they bottom out on October 1st. Perfect. Perfect. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope it was helpful. I hope you got some good insight from it. Go ahead again. If you like what you see, subscribe, ring the bell, leave a comment. Make sure you check down in the comment section below. I'll leave a link down there to our Trade with Rob, which is a free service that we send out up to twice a week. We tried it for 2 trades a week that we send out to you to let you know, hey, there's a brand new trade setup out there. Like we did last night, an email went out that said, hey, there's a trade set up on Apple. And you can find that if you go and search our channel, you'll find that video up there. But by subscribing, you'll get a notification that it's done. Right. And when I say subscribing, when you go to our tradinglikeaboss.com website, you've got this Trade with Rob here. If you go ahead and enroll in that, it's free. There's nothing to pay for. There's no credit. It's free. Free. Yeah, free. My favorite number in the world. You go there, register. We will send you either an email or a text message, your choice, on, hey, we just posted a brand new video for this that you can go check out, the Trade with Rob. All right, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. Take care, and I will see all of you at our next update. All right, bye for now.